Hello students, I am your physics teacher. I hope you will be fine. Stay home, stay safe. So today we are going to start the second chapter of class 9 physics, which is kinematics. So let's begin. The first thing we should know is mechanics. Mechanics is the branch of physics which deals with the study of motion in bodies under the action of external forces. This branch is subdivided into two categories. The first one is kinematics, which is related to motion in bodies. In this branch we will study only the motion in bodies, while the second part of mechanics is dynamics. This portion is related only to the causes of motion, means we will only study the forces, the various forces and its effects on the bodies, which will be covered later in the third chapter. So let's begin with the kinematics. Kinematics is the sub-branch of mechanics which deals with the study of motion in bodies without concerning their causes. Rest and motion. The first topic is rest and motion. So we see various things around us in our environment. Some of them are at rest while some are in motion. So what is the difference between rest and motion? A body is said to be at rest if it does not change its position with respect to its surrounding. Surrounding are the places in its neighborhood where various objects are present similarly. Similarly, a body is said to be in motion if it changes its position with respect to its surrounding. The state of rest or motion of a body is relative. For example, a passenger sitting in a moving bus is at rest because she is not changing his or her position with respect to other passengers or objects in the bus, but to an observer outside the bus, the passengers and the objects inside the bus are in motion. There are many types of motion. If we observe carefully, we will find everything in the universe which is in motion. However, different objects move differently. Some objects move along a straight line, some move in curved path, and some move in other ways. So there are three types of motion. Translatory motion. It contains linear, random and circular motions. The second type is rotatory motion. The third one is vibratory motion, or it is also called oscillatory motion. So the first one is translatory motion. You have seen around yourself different bodies. Do they move in a straight line or in a circle? For example, a car moving in a straight line has translational motion. Similarly, an aeroplane moving straight is in translational motion. In translational motion, a body moves along a line without any rotation. The line may be straight or curved. So there are objects in the pictures, as you see, that moves a curved part without rotation. You see in this figure, in the figure 2.3, an object is moving in a curved path. Riders move in a Ferris wheel such as shown in the figure 2.4. You have seen everywhere in your locality that the kids are riding in this Ferris wheel. Their motion is in circle without rotation. Translatory motions can be divided into linear motion, circular motion and random motion. Linear motion. We come across many objects which are moving in a straight line. The motion of objects such as a car moving on a straight and level road is linear motion. Straight line motion of a body is known as its linear motion. Aeroplanes flying straight in air and objects falling vertically down are also the examples of linear motion. Circular motion. A stone tied to the end of a string can be made to well. What type of path is followed by the stone? The stone, as shown in the figure 2.6, moves in a circle and thus has a circular motion. The motion of an object in a circular path is known as circular motion. You see here in the figure 2.7, a toy train moving on a circular track. A bicycle or a car moving along a circular track possesses circular motion. Motion of the earth around the sun and motion of the moon around the earth are also the examples of circular motion. Random motion. Have you noticed the type of motion of insects and birds? Their movements are irregular. The disordered or irregular motion of objects is called random motion. Thus, motion of insects and birds is random motion. The motion of dust or smoke particles in the air is also random motion. The Brownian motion of a gas or liquid molecules along a zigzag path, such as shown in the figure, is also an example of random motion. The third one is rotatory motion. Study the motion of a top. It is spinning about its axis. Particles of the spinning top move in circles and thus individual particles possesses circular motion. Does the top possesses circular motion? No. The top shown in the figure 2.9 spins about its axis, passing through it, and thus it possesses rotatory motion. An axis is a line around which a body rotates. In circular motion, the point about which a body goes around is outside the body. In rotatory motion, the line around which a body moves about is passing through the body itself. We can define the rotatory motion as the spinning motion of a body about its axis is called rotatory motion. The motion of a wheel about its axis and that of a steering wheel are the examples of rotatory motion. The motion of the earth around the sun is circular motion and not the spinning motion. However, the motion of the earth about its geographic axis that causes day and night is rotatory motion. Think of some more examples of rotatory motion. Vibratory motion. Consider a baby in a swing as shown in the figure. As it is pushed, the swing moves back and forth about its mean position. The motion of the baby repeats from one extreme to the other extreme with the swing. Thus, we can define vibratory motion as the to and fro motion of a baby about the to and fro motion of a body about its mean position is known as vibratory motion. Here in the figure 2.11 shows to and fro motion of a pendulum of a clock about its mean position. It is called vibratory motion. We can find many examples of vibratory motion around us. Look at the children in a seesaw as shown in the figure. How the children moves as they play the seesaw game. Do they possess vibratory motion as they move the seesaw? So, dear students, here is the mini exercise for you. So, you have to answer all the questions in your notebook. When a body is said to be at rest, give an example of a body that is at rest and is in motion at the same time. Mention the type of motion in each of the following: a ball moving vertically upward, a child moving down a slide, movement of a player in a football ground, the flight of a butterfly, an athlete running in a circular track, the motion of a wheel, and the motion of a cradle. Thank you very much.